Alright, hey guys, ProjectNova back here, and it's really late, so I'm gonna try and get through this as fast as possible. I hope you guys can hear me alright. That might help a little bit. Um, Basically, this video is just kind of updating you on what's going on, with a little release of what's gonna happen with ProjectNova. So we'll just start off. I don't have my Minecraft open, so this is my launcher. I haven't made a video on it yet, but it is posted on the forums. So, yeah, close that out. I'll make a video on it. So alright, so on the server, as you guys can see, if you join the server right now, as the server is down due to plugin issues. The plugin issues right now, it is whitelisted, so you guys can't get in here, and I'm the only person that is allowed in here. Yeah, I've noticed this weird glitch lately. I don't know if it's Bucket or if it's something weird with my plugin or not. I don't think it has anything to do with my plugin, but yeah. So the problem with the plugin right now is you can see the chat works just fine right now, but that's because I have my old chat plugin. Let's see if I can just bring it up real quick. That's not a good idea. I guess it doesn't matter. You guys have already seen all the plugins. Anyway, you can see I basically mushed all 6 of my plugins together into one huge, awesome plugin. You can toggle everything back and forth and all this other crap, but nothing is working. So we got plugin issues right now, and I'm working on it as long as I can. It's 2 o'clock right now. Crap, I just read that wrong. It's 1 o'clock right now, 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, just doing crap on these plugins, and I can't get one thing to work on it. People that code plugins and everything, you guys think, oh, well, it's not that hard to code a plugin. Well, I don't know if you guys have ever made a plugin that has this many. Let me see if I can just show this a little bit better. This much stuff on it, and all other stuff. You have so many listeners, you have all these commands you have, and just one ginormous plugin, really. All this is just awesome. So, oh shit, I'm being really loud, sorry. So yeah, really, what's going on, I got my test server. Let's see if we can just get it open real quick. Test server, start this up. So this is just what I use to debug everything, just because I love servers like this. See, we got an error right here. I haven't seen the error before, so it's an R110. I'm not gonna debug everything, but right now I've got to where you can turn off chat listener, the mob listener, the entity listeners, and all that stuff. And I'll go over what's all good about it at some point. I'm not gonna release everything right now, but what's going on is I set scoreboard to have a second config file, just because it's easier. We'll add it with Notepad++. So I don't know what happened to all my whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't know what to call it actually. I'm sorry guys. Too late for me to start thinking about anything. Anyway, so basically I've got all this set up to where I can change everything on the fly. Everything's right on the fly. You can do whatever you want. And it's nowhere near done. I got so much stuff. This config file is going to be over 300 lines when I'm done with it. It's going to be huge. So the player listener is just like player join, player leave, player kicked, player banned, what it's going to say, what's going to happen, all that other stuff. And the entity ones for an entity death, so it can count your mob kills and all other stuff. That we don't need to worry about. That's too confusing for right now. The mob listener, that's to turn off mobs, turn on mobs, set the drops of mobs. That'll be implemented soon. All that stuff. So I can toggle if it's gonna, if, for instance, a sheep if I can toggle if that's going to spawn or not, and I'm going to also add it so I can change it if it spawns a zombie instead, and if not, then I can set random colors for the sheep so I can make red sheep spawn more often, whatever. That's just, it's for the sheep. And then the chats for, you can see it down here, you can change the chat color, so like the text of the color, so like if you had a message that says ProjectNova is awesome, then I can change it so every time you type something it'll put a different color, it'll have your color. So I might do that for owner and admin, maybe helper, mod, I don't know. But right now it's just set to white, which is default. Plus it's not working, so it doesn't matter. And this isn't working either. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the squiggly S's thing. Even though it worked fine on the test server 2 days ago, whatever. Yeah, this isn't supposed to be here. Actually, it is supposed to be there. For right now. Haven't got it all working yet. So, yeah, this is what it'll look like for all the mobs spawning and all other stuff. We just kind of skipped over it, so I'm going to go back. So, right now I'd only have skeleton and turning a mob into a zombie, which this is just in general. No, this is for skeleton. Yeah, so these two are for skeleton. I'll change it. We're having issues with it, finding it differently, all the other stuff. I'm not going to go into it. But, so we have, so we can set skeleton to spawn. So if it's true, then the skeleton will spawn. If it's false, then it won't. If it's false, then it won't, and it'll check if the mob to zombie is true. If that's true, then it will, it'll just turn it to a zombie. That's all it'll do. If that's also false, then it'll just spawn the, or no, if that's also false, so if the skeleton and the mob to zombie is both false, then it'll spawn a skeleton with a stone sword and sand, so they can't shoot you and all other stuff, because I hate skeletons. I have a flaming passion for skeletons. I hate them so much. This is the one on the server right now. So we got an auto messenger, which has issues right now. I'm trying to fix it, and it's not working. And then these are all my comments right now. So it's just telling me, it's basically telling me what's going on. I can go through it. I found this stuff in Essentials. It's a little bit different. I typed it all out, but I got the idea from Essentials. It's a lot easier, and it'll just tell you what's going on. We can go back to, let's go back to the code, I guess. So yeah, you got all this stuff. You got the chat listener, which I'm not going to go into it, but, well, I guess I can. I just copied and pasted and then changed a couple things. So owner, it's just going to replace, it's going to get the string from up here. So the string owner is equal to get the config. It's going to get the chat owner tag, which is, I don't have it up anymore, so I'm not going to get it out, but it's like the thing before your name, so it's the prefix. It's going to replace an and with this, and that doesn't work. It just throws a huge error. And so I just changed it all to these, and it doesn't work. I don't know why. And it's going to get your display name, it's going to do this, and then it's going to, that is just for the colored chat. And it's going to get the chat color, and then it's going to get your message that you typed out onto the entity listener. This is basically when when an entity dies, you're going to check to make sure that the entity is a monster. And then if the killer is an instance of a player, so if the entity dies from the sun, then nothing will happen. And that way we don't get a bunch of errors. Then we're gonna send the killer a message saying that you've received $2 for killing whatever you killed, and then it's going to dispatch the command give, and then this is exclusive to economy. I might do Vault later. I don't know. I'll do something. I promise you. And just resetting your scoreboard, all that stuff. This is for a speed potion on zombies, which also does not work right now. I have no idea what is going on. It has something to do. It said here. Said there's something wrong with this. When we loaded it up, I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Let's see, we got a bunch of... It's still loading them too. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button now. We're gonna have a bunch of Internet Explorers opening here in a second. Get out of my way. I don't know what's going on, guys. I can't close out anything. Everything keeps opening on top of each other. What is going on? I don't... There. Alright. Alright, so it says the error is in ProjectNova core on enable 110. So there's something wrong with the on enable 110 and the line 110. So there's something wrong with this right here. I don't see anything wrong with it. See, that's my problem right now. I have no idea what is going on. Anyway, on to the future ideas for all the for ProjectNova. My main idea is to get it to the point where it's a perfectly running server, get everything going fine, everything's running smooth, and I have the time and everything to do whatever I want. And so yeah, once that happens, I've already started a game, I guess you guys could go with. So right here, if I look at launcher, it originally started out as I was going to make a launcher, which if I debug that real quick, here's the actual launcher that it will be. It's not gonna look like this, obviously, but nothing works right now. I don't know why. I gotta fix it. But so yeah, that will be the launcher for ProjectNova. So you can launch up TechIt and all the other stuff. It's gonna be the same thing as this launcher, which we just opened Minecraft in. Yeah, whatever. And let's close this out. We don't need it anymore. We need this. I followed a video on how to make a game. So this is, if you watch that video, if you own that video, I don't know who it is. I don't remember. The Cherno or something like that. I watched his video on how to do it, and I basically copied him like that, except for this. This is the only thing that isn't the same, because I just added this right before I started the video. So I can make a launcher and all this other stuff. Anyway, so if you see up here, this is rendering at, what is this? 9 million FPS. So yeah, and if we just take this out real quick, we just comment that, save it, debug. We do that, it's rendering right for me right now, since I'm recording and I got thousands of things open right now. I only got 700 FPS, but normally I get like 1,500 FPS just to do this random screen thing. So it'll work at some point. Promise you that. It'll turn into a standalone game that is called ProjectNova. Ended up, maybe, I don't know, I might change the name, but so yeah, that's the main goal that I'm going for, and hopefully I reach that without getting bored, because right now I'm so overly worked, it's not funny. I can't get anything done. As you can see, I have so many plugins. Most of them, this is someone else's plugin. I was trying to tweak so I could get it to work, but it's not working, so screw it. So I can go over everything I've made this is just kind of like an update video. I think I said that in the beginning. I don't know. I'm getting really tired. So, Bookkeeper started out as a plugin for one of my previous servers that I needed a book that would pop up in your inventory every time you join the game, and that would tell you all the rules and everything, tell you how to do everything. And it would, if you typed like chess shops or something, then it would give you a book on how to set up a chess shop and all other stuff. Info sidebar is just, you can see that on most of my servers. It's not the actual plugin, but it's a tweak of that plugin that it's just a sidebar on the side that tells you your health and everything else like that. The launcher, we just saw the launcher. V2 will be a launcher. Player join is something that doesn't work, and I know why. I'm just too lazy to fix it. I'm pretty sure I know why. Why don't we just test it out real quick? Let's see. Huh. That's not what I thought it was. So yeah, I'll look at that later, and I'll implement it to our hub server at some point. It's actually in there, but it doesn't do anything. So player races, we can look at that too. Was one of my ideas from a long time ago. It's basically, it's like a RPG game, sorta. You can choose your race, you can quit the game and restart, basically. So yeah, that's just that, and all three of these plugins, the player races, classes, player races, sidebar, player races, they all go together. So that's why I had them all closed up. They're all finished, they work smoothly, they're fine. I just gave up on the server because I don't see the point in it anymore. Obviously all the PNS things, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all 9 of them, these two taken out of that. So yeah, 6 plugins minus the core plugin, obviously. So 6 plugins, like I said, that are smushed all into the core plugin. This one throws errors every time you click a block, and this one lags out the server. Rank info was on my survival PvP server. You would type /rank info, and it would tell you all the commands you had and what the price for all the donation ranks were. Reload Plus is on most of my servers besides the CZ server, Zombie Survival, sorry, and it's basically I can type RLP and it will reload the server and it'll save all your data. That way, in case the server crashes, we don't have a huge rollback. It also counts down from 20. Survival PvP, this is a big fuck up right here. This first one, the worst coding I think I've ever done. Literally the worst. That's why there's a V2 right here. This one, it's alright. That's why I ended up doing Zombie Survival, which is down here. And that vote criteria X, that's for my old server. Basically it's just a /vote command that lets you see all the vote links. Most every server has it. It's not hard at all. Vote listener from Bungee Cord. Wish I could get that to work, because that way I could get vote rewards for us, but I can't do it. Sorry guys. If I could, it would be there. So yeah. Then like I said, Zombie Survival. We can open this up. This one works just fine. Did it open? Yeah, it did. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's got the balance and all that stuff. Set kills, set deaths on creature spawn with this max thing of that. Works fine. And I ended up just going to oh, sorry, I have the hiccups now. I basically just ended up going to ProjectNova. So yeah, that's all my plugins I've ever made. I don't know why I'm even doing this video anymore. I've just gotten so tired, I don't care. So let's do this, and yeah, so literally this is all we need to run the server. Just about anything we'll need. 3 plugins, 0 lag, and right now we have, that's eventually what we'll need. We'll add these 2 at one point, and then at some point I'll add in our own protection systems, and we'll take out Townie, and I'll make my own. I have a huge plan for villages that I would love to implement. I just have 0 idea how to start out the plugin. So Vault obviously is needed for economy, and PNS Core, just explain that, PNS Chat, because the chat for PNS Core does not work. Permissions X is just a permissions plugin. That's an anti-X-ray plugin. Obviously no cheat. libshop is just a plugin by someone I found off spigotmc.com, and it's just the /shop command. Easy home is just the homes command. So yeah, basically that's the whole server, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much the whole server. So I'm just gonna go over the launcher again. First we're gonna close out Minecraft, otherwise we'll get errors. So ProjectNova, I already did a, well, you guys don't know about it, but I did do a video on this already, but my computer crashed when I was I think I was saving it. I don't remember what I was doing. I was doing something with it, and it kind of died, and I don't know where it went, to be honest with you. I can't find it anywhere on my computer. So this will just be part of the plugin. It's a really long video, but whatever. So ProjectNova, it's just kind of a pixel or text art right here. Just I put in some text art plugin on the internet and just basically tweaked it a little bit, made it look a little bit nicer, and just gives the copyrights to me. And actually, if you go in here, you go into here, where you, if you downloaded the server, if you downloaded the launcher, is what I meant, before, you'll get this. You won't get that. You would get something, you would get the file that looks like this, and then you would actually get something that looked kinda like this. Let's see what this does. Yeah, that's the launcher. I'm trying to figure it out, never mind. If you go into this readme, it says the launcher is made by ProjectNova XX, and the game is made by Mojang, and that, I believe, covers me with Bucket and Techit and all the other stuff with Feed the Beast. I believe that covers me with that. I just tell you, do not touch anything unless you know what you're doing, otherwise you'll have to re-download the whole launcher, which really only takes like 5 seconds, but whatever. Anyway, you just press any key, and it'll just print out a bunch of stuff you don't need to listen. Then the normal launcher, all other stuff, and I'll show you how to set all this up. The 1 GB of RAM, since you cannot just run it, you can't start the launcher with 3 GB of RAM due to Java, just the Java machine. I had to, you can do it with 2 GB, I can, most computers probably couldn't, and I mean, I'm sure there's supercomputers that you guys probably have that will run it with 4, 8, whatever it is. Personally, I have 8 GB of RAM, so I'd rather not run it. I normally go 3, so we'll do, I don't think I have some of it set up, so we'll go to 2. Let's go to 2, and it'll change the colors, obviously, and it'll start up the Minecraft launcher. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna sign in here. Sorry. And you're just going to, messed up my password too, interesting. So you're gonna log in. You're gonna have to wait till everything's downloaded into the documents and all other stuff. It has its own app data folder, so it's easier to get to and all this other stuff. So you could just put this on your desktop, and you'd never have to type in %appdata %, or go to the file in your C drive or any of that crap. You'd never have to make a shortcut here or on your desktop and do all that stuff. You could just go in here and it would be right here, app data folder. Here's all your stuff. So we're in 2 gigabytes right here. This is all your stuff you'll ever need. .minecraft folder right here. This is everything you'll ever need. Obviously it doesn't look like it's there, so what you'll have to do is, since we're on the 2 gigabyte server, we're going to do edit profile, and you can change whatever you want here. I'd leave this alone. You can change your game directory obviously anyway, but this just automatically sets it to that. And you're going to want to go down to the last thing. You're going to JVM arguments, Java Virtual Machine arguments, I believe that means. You want to change that, it will be 1. Do not change anything else, obviously. But you can change this. Since we're on the 2.1, we will change it to a 2. If you're on the 4, you can change it to a 4, 3. We'll leave it at 1, and we'll leave it at 2. And you want to leave it checked. You're just going to go save profile. And obviously, if you wanted to, you could change the version of it, but I'm not going to. Oops. Let's do save that, and it'll click play. You can do attack it if you know how to set up attack it, anything, and it'll automatically set up for whatever you want. We'll just go to single player, create new world, and then I'll maximize it real quick. I believe I had issues last time I did this. Yeah, it kind of just stays down there. My computer has issues a little bit sometimes. Alright, here's Minecraft, and if I hit, first we gotta do that, get rid of, oh, I had a huge lag spike right there, F3, you can see up here in the corner, you got 180 megabytes I don't know how to say that word anymore, I'm sorry, but you have that much allocated, that's how you say it. I forgot the word there for a second. So really that's 2 gigabytes of memory. Just don't ask questions, you have 2 gigabytes of memory. So yeah, that's how you would do it. I believe that's all for right now. I'll be doing update videos like I did for Zombie Survival, which is obviously up right now, but it has issues with plugins, so it's not in full released or anything yet, and it probably won't be for a very long time. So yeah, and what else? I'll be doing, like I said, the update videos on the launcher and everything else. I'll be doing update videos fairly recently and very often. Just kind of letting everyone know what's going on with all the plugins and everything. I don't know why I just said plugins. I meant just what's going on, basically. And so yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. So, hope you guys liked the video, and like, comment, subscribe, anything. Thanks for watching.